What's going on YouTube? Earth Power here with
CVH, what's up guys?
And we've got another This Week in Kaijudo for you. So, this week a lot of cool things happened. We had 5 more KMCs.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll just go off the top of the list. Columbus, Ohio happened.
It did happen.
And we had a Mr. Brian Lee.
First place.
Yeah, won the whole thing with a light, water, fire, nature control. Sort of similar to what Spencer topped with a couple weeks ago. A couple changes here and there. And a Mr. Peter Baumgartner Jr.
Yep. Taking Queen Kalima back to the top table with a second place finish. Light, dark Kalima. None of these fancy tricks and these other civilizations, just light and dark.
Yep.
What happened next?
Saddlebrook, New Jersey. Dave and Corey actually went to this one. They both top 8'd. Sadly, Dave
failed.
lost to Brian Durkin in top 8. It was, I believe, a mirror. Or Durkin was running 5 Sid Pile, and
Dave was running the Spencer Swan 4 Sid,
Yeah.
not dark special.
Right.
With Avon, obviously. And
So-
Corey was on that deck too and lost to Vu Win in top 8,
Yes,
who was running a
Vu
light,
Win.
dark fire Kalima deck.
yes, Kalima proving to be pretty powerful if control is going to be prominent in these tournaments. But
Certain
Durkin,
controls.
yeah,
Certain
certain
lose to
controls.
pile.
But Durkin wound up taking it all the way to first place, battling our very own Nate Bond here from our local, who got second place with a
With
four
light water
Civ.
fire nature. So
Yeah.
that seemed like three
Again,
of those
very
made top 8.
similar to Spencer's deck. So taking that to second place, and both got their invites. And Durkin, another member from CLG, power to those guys. I believe that's Noah Kessel, Chris Anderson, and Brian Durkin now queued, as well as John Johnson
Yeah,
from
and that one guy,
Team CLG.
Is Thomas one? It's some other guy whose name I forget. Yeah, but they're on.
But shout outs to those guys. And our own teammates for both top 8ing, and they'll get it soon.
So many aggressive hand motions.
I know. I love them.
Oh my god.
So, Leavenworth, Texas happened as well. A Mr. Chris Waggy. You guys might know him from the dojo. He posts a lot around there.
And his brother was a championship competitor last year.
Yes.
Last season, excuse me.
But Chris wound up winning Leavenworth with a 5 Sid Pile, the third control to win an event this weekend. Again, 5 Sid Pile, I think it was like 60 cards.
Yeah, it was pretty big, yeah.
Yep, and then
The meta evolves in weird ways.
yeah, it's interesting. And Cody Jennings with mono water, excuse me, taking second place. So shout out to that guy. No Rusalkas, no fin bars. Interesting.
Mono water? Yeah, no
Yeah.
result in the Finmars. It seemed like tempo, but then it just ran a lot of draw spells, so I don't really know what to call it.
Yeah.
Mono water seems pretty accurate.
Yes, very accurate.
It's all on the site.
Yeah,
so.
running a lot of cards that I think we saw from like season 1. Any of those mono waters at top back then. It was like Serious Hydro Spy. Shout outs to Paul Clark.
I mean, you still like not running Rusalka is a pretty ballsy move.
Yeah, very, very, very much so. So, Ontario, Canada happened. We had a Mr. Kenneth Chong winning it with Lightwater Cyber Lords. Shout outs to a Tempo deck finally winning this weekend.
Yeah, indeed. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
It's the Alex Blue deck from Team Draw for Turn.
Yes, with some minor changes.
What got second, Carl? I can't see the sheets from here.
Second was Alfonso Romero. We met him up at Roanoke 2
Lightwater
weekends ago.
Fire Dragons. Lightwater Dark Fire Dragons, right?
Was it Darkfire?
I don't know. I can't read the sheet, Carl.
It was it was 48 cards, kind of big. I think it was
You'll get there.
I'm pretty
Lightwater
sure it was
Fire
just
Dragons.
Lightwater Fire.
But
Yeah.
it did splash 3 Oathsworn calls.
Oh, indeed.
It looked like a mixture of our deck from the week before and also Valentino's Lightwater Fire deck. But instead of cutting things, he just made a 48 cards.
Yep.
That's pretty much what happened. And also Kindrix made it in, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, shout outs to that Ricky tag.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Big shout outs to Alfonso Romero. Glad you get your invite, man. It was super awesome playing you in Roanoke, and look forward to hopefully seeing you at the championship in Seattle.
Did we get all 5 yet? No. we didn't.
Jacksonville, Florida happened.
Okay.
Scott Seaver won the whole thing with a light fire nature ramp. 40
Naya
cards.
Haven. Yeah, 40 cards.
Haven,
Just
Major Owl, just kind of ramp up to it and just start punching. So.
Oh my god, everything's about punching tonight. I don't
Yes.
know. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty popular. Like recently, it has a lot of answers to all the tempo decks. This makes sense to me. You know, people like run tempo to counter the pile decks, and then half the people just apparently run pile to counter tempo, which makes me wonder if anyone actually knows what a metagame is.
We're
But then
getting
you see
there, though.
decks like this, and it's like, oh, he's actually trying to counter tempo. I understand where this is going.
Very, very intuitive. Similar again to what Spencer and yourself were trying to accomplish
pretty much.
2 weekends ago. You know, building a control deck, but condensing it so that you see the cards you want to see
Yeah.
for the matchups that you want to see them in. So.
Yeah, you know, I ran this basic deck, except I ran Dark instead of Fire, which changes a lot, but the whole idea of, like, ramping and seeing your anti-tempo cards soon
Yes.
is important.
And then shout outs to Jacob Hevener, who wound up getting second place with the only Mega Bug deck to top 2 all weekend long.
Yeah, but there were 3 in top 8 of this KMC. This is a very tempo dragon heavy KMC. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Random fact.
So trends that we're starting to see. I mean, everything. We thought that it was going to move towards tempo with 5 Mystics coming out, but it looks like still these big pile decks are still taking the top spots, and the majority of them at that.
I think the metagame is very area dependent. I don't think there's one concise metagame. You look at other games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic that have giant, like, central tournaments, and, like, you have so many of each type of deck at a present event that you can really tell, like, what's going to be the top of the meta, and, like, oh, these are all the matchups that just happened. But, like, you get, like, a 34-person event all in one area, like, they're testing with each other, and you're only seeing a certain matchup a couple times. Like, you're not seeing all the matchups, so, like, things are just based on, I'll just play what beats the people in my area, as opposed to, like, everything in the deck, like, everything in the meta. Like, Light, Fire, Nature Control is probably the best deck for this event, because it beat all the tempo decks in top 8, but if you put it in, New Jersey, where there's a lot of piles, it probably just would have lost.
Yep.
And if you put one of the pile decks down here, it probably just would have lost. So it's all very meta area dependent. It's weird.
Very much so, but very interesting,
Mhm.
and good to see a variety. If not so much area dependent, but a variety of decks that are still doing well and are still very competitively viable.
Yeah, I mean, the top tiers of the decks are really open. You can run dragons, tempo control, various types of control.
Yeah.
Aggro's, you still see mono white making invites and stuff like that. So it's good stuff.
Indeed. So, we have a couple announcements. Check out Kaijudo.com for more details on the stuff we're about to talk about. But PAX East is happening.
Also check out
in a week and a half.
KaijudoChannel.com for all those deck lists that we were talking about.
Yes,
That's what I
please
was
do
using.
Kaijudochannel.com.
Okay.
That
didn't work, whatever.
poor, but
For my
okay.
reasons.
Anyways, PAX East is happening April 11th through the 13th, and Kaijudo will be there in full force.
And
So-
Pave and Corey will be there in full force.
Yes. So if you want to meet Dave and Corey, you said Pave, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. If you want to meet Drizzer and Corey G, Kaijudo, our teammates, they'll be there this weekend. Slinging, dueling, and trying to win some potential uncut sheets and other cool swag that they're giving
Yeah, I
out.
think
at
uncut
the-
sheets have been announced, so if you
Yep.
want to win an uncut sheet,
There you
get
go.
there.
That's the way to do it.
treat
So,
yourself.
Yeah, definitely go check it out. Again, check out Kaijudo.com and their Wednesday update for all the information from that, and that'll be in about a week and a half.
Other updates.
Gauntlet is announced for May 30th. We already knew that, but we finally have some art as well as some other interesting, facts about it. Some stuff that we already knew, like the 14-card packs.
Which
they
is
are-
amazing.
Yes, they are draftable.
It says it on the pack, too. It says draft now.
Yeah, it does. say
They're
draft
really
on the
pushing
pack.
this draft, and I don't mind.
Image, because I can do that. Anyways, draft now. And then,
Yeah,
Just as
bigger
well-
sets. It's 170 cards, whatever. Draft.
yeah, well, I
Why
think the
not?
bigger sets is something they're going to try to do across the board now that
Yeah,
they're doing
for
like
sure.
14-card sets. I guess it makes a little bit more
Instead
sense.
of like 120, 60, it's like 170.
But I think they
120.
also mentioned that the rarity isn't going to be like screwed with at all. It's still going to be
Yeah.
the same rarity allocations, as well as there was something else important too.
Yeah, for those of you who enjoyed the Kaijudo Dual Day decks, which were the Light Fire decks designed by Jerry Thompson and a bunch of other guys who will remain nameless because I never learned their names. They're really good for intro players. This set will have, and I'm going to read it, so don't look at the screen. Someone has to look at the camera. Alright, for all you folks who love a good constructed competition, we're introducing a new deck. Enter the Master Challenge decks. The new constructed deck takes its marching orders from the already proven Dual Day deck released earlier this year. No doubt, these really pack a punch. Evolution Swarm comes with the Quest set and is tournament ready right from the box.
Yes. So
Quest for the Gauntlet is this set, so.
yes.
Yeah.
So exciting new things.
Rumors
Yeah.
that Hive Queen might be in part of it. 'Cause
Oh.
it's Evolution Swarm. In
Hey.
before it's just Swarm Leader and everyone's disappointed, but it could be Hive Queen.
Or that they could be giving us our cheap Megabugs back, because as you all know, when rotations do come out, Manapod Beetle as well as Ambush Scorpion get rotated out, leaving us with only Stratus Beetle as our level 2 drop for Megabugs. So it could seriously hinder the deck a little bit. And if this dual deck is Megabug based, we could be getting a new 2 drop.
Perhaps.
Maybe. Speculations? Yes.
Yes.
But could be cool. So, that's the majority of the updates from Kaijudo.com.
Oh, yeah.
They
Okay,
mentioned.
okay, never mind. Keep going.
Huh?
You're good. I thought you were ending the video.
No. They've got a couple other things that they updated with as well, so definitely go check it out. Some more information from the set as well, and a couple other things. But our final announcement, big news here on Team Peach. Our very own Carl Reddish, aka the Under Sultan,
You had
has
another announcement, too.
left the team. We'll get to the other announcement.
Okay, I thought you were going to save this one for last.
We should save it for last.
You
What
should
got?
do some editing.
I will do some editing.
Alright. No, you won't.
No.
Alright, go. You know what it was, right? All right, so we're going to Ohio. Our KMC season isn't over.
I was gonna say that last.
I thought you were gonna say the Reddish thing last.
No.
Now you really do have to.
You gotta end on a high note.
I thought you were gonna end on the Reddish note.
No, we're gonna end on a high note.
Well, this can be a blooper.
Anyways.
Just keep going.
No, that's fantastic. We'll
All
just
right.
put it in. So, anyways, Reddish has left the team.
And we're so excited. We're going to Ohio. No, but for real, we're sad, but also happy for Reddish.
Yes, Reddish left the team. He wants to be, the best ambassador that he can be for the game, and he wants that unbiased opinion on all things Kaijudo. It helps to be able to talk to other teams and other players as well without having the idea that you're on a team and that you're trying to support someone more than another. So on that regard, he left the team, and we wish him all the best.
All the best.
Yes.
Yep.
So shout outs to you, man.
He's still on the team group.
Yeah. That's Spencer's problem.
Yeah.
But we thoroughly enjoyed having you on the team, and you'll always be one of my greatest friends, and always welcome on Team Peach. Once a peach, always a peach.
Always a fruit.
And, very much respect your decision to do this to move forward with Kaijudo in your own respect. So shout outs to you, man.
That's all I get. Yeah, I love you, Reddish. Looking forward to that water bottle.
Yes. So, on that note, we are going to Ohio.
We are. Yep. ARG, KMC.
Yes.
KMC ARG. Hey, you're wearing the shirt.
Yeah,
I am not, because it's late and I'm tired and I'm going to bed.
But yes, ARG's KMC, April 19th. We'll be there, Medina, Ohio. Trying to get Gorby's invite. So.
Yeah. That's the only reason we're going, because, obviously.
Yeah, myself,
Yeah,
you, Gorby, and then a potential other 4th or 5th member, potentially, taking the ride with us, and we'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
Slinging and dueling, and I don't know.
And hopefully winning.
Yes. Hopefully getting Gorby his well-deserved invite. So.
And a 4th win for me when I beat him in the finals.
Yeah.
And then accidentally take his ticket.
Whoops. Alright, so that's all we got for you here. Check out the social links below, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Leave a like if you enjoyed for the one image that we put up, and this image now of something hilarious, which I'll determine later. And
A cat. Magic.
And hopefully, guys, we'll see you next week for another This Week in Kaijudo. Peach.